I'd like to call to order the September Elizabethton Board of Education meeting. I'd like to welcome everyone. At this time, I will turn it over to Mr. Van Huss for the moment of silence and pledge to the flag.
Please stand for a moment of silence. Thank you. Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This time, it's time to approve the consent agenda and regular agenda. Can I get a motion to approve?
Motion.
Motion and a second.
Second.
Second. Any discussion on any item or anything need to be moved? Okay, seeing none, the item is to approve the consent agenda and regular agenda. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? And there are none. It's now time for citizens to speak, and we're honored to have Major Patty Woodby with us today, and I'll let you bring your guest up. And I got to listen to this at Carter County's a week or so. It's ready to. That's yeah. Well, this is a good place to be. If you'll come to the microphone, thank you all for being here.
Thank you guys for adding us to your agenda. We just wanted to do a quick introduction. Carter County has 2 new EMA directors. So I wanted to bring Kathy by and allow her to introduce herself, give you a little bit about her background, let the school systems know how EMA can play a role in the system. We are trying to put more of a community face with EMA, allowing people to understand what EMA does, how important they are in your community, and what they do when a disaster is not hitting. Unfortunately, when Helene hit, a lot of people didn't realize that the EMA office moves to the top of the chain, and along with the mayor, and they are, when we're under disaster, they're the ones that are making all the decisions that come in and out of the county. They have to request all the assets. Nothing can come in or go out without the EMA director and the mayor. So we really want to be more community oriented with the EMA. We really want to showcase them, let the school systems know when they're needed. They can even come and speak to students. Like this month is Preparedness Month, and so Kathy's got brochures and things like that. So we want to have a little bit more insight into how important EMA is in each of our communities and how necessary funding is for them, so we can do what we've done and be a little bit more prepared for the next event. So I'll turn it over to Kathy.
Thank you for allowing me to come in and greet and meet you all. My name is Kathy Ummerkin. I know the last name is a little bit challenging, so the best way I can tell you going forward is if you say I'm working, which I normally am all the time, very fast you can get the Ummerkin out. I come from Hawkins County. I moved down to state of Tennessee from the north. Don't hold it against me. This is where I belong. This is where I'm a country girl to begin with. But I bring 32 years of OEM up north or EMA experience. I also was an EMS, ambulance corps chief up north as well. But with the EMA, I was privileged to work alongside NYPD with 9/11, involved with the response in the recovery up there. So I bring a lot of knowledge to the table down here. I am very, very much a proponent of getting the public aware and having our community more prepared. As the mayor had said, this month, September, is National Preparedness Month. We do have a social media Facebook page. I've been posting weekly challenges, create your emergency family plan, your communication plan. I can't stress the communication plan high enough because I know during Hurricane Helene, when that hit here, communication, just like other events, is the first thing that goes, and a lot of people were making phone calls into the 911 center checking welfare because they couldn't get in touch with family. So having that emergency communication plan is key. So I do have a couple of brochures I can leave with you in the back if people want to take it when they leave. But I want to make sure that the city of Elizabethton, Carter County, we are all working together as one and trying to become all better resilient. My deputy director unfortunately could not be here tonight. Some of you may know him, Lucas Gregg. He is involved with the youth sports. He has 2 girls that go to Happy Valley School System, and he is involved with, I believe, basketball and softball, girls softball. So you may be familiar with the name, and when you see him, you might be familiar with the face as well. But I do appreciate, again, being able to come up and talk to you, and with the Board of Education, I know how important school safety is. So if there's anything that our office can assist you with, planning, drills, anything of that, we are there to serve you. Okay.
Thank you.
And before I step back, I want to take a minute and thank each of you for your steadfast leadership and your faculty during Helene, especially allowing us to use Elizabethton High School for the staging area and everything that you've done for Carter County and Elizabethton. That was probably some of our darkest times, but it set an example all across America of what community does, and we really rose to the occasion, and I couldn't have done it, we couldn't have done it without each of you helping us. So I just want to show my gratitude and appreciation, especially as we come up on a year.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, all right.
thank you.
Thank you all.
So much.
Thank you. Okay, now it's time for special recognition, and it's time to recognize our 25-26 Teachers of the Year. I'll turn it over to Mr. Van Huss.
I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Newman, who's going
All right.
to share.
Hi, I get the privilege of doing this again this year. This is actually Travis Thompson's responsibilities, and he is at a soccer game. So, so I get the privilege of doing that. So I'm excited to announce our Teacher of the Year winners, and this is for 25-26 school year. And for our pre-K 4th is Emily Rock. And if I call your name, come on up here so everybody can see you. They work hard and diligently with our students every day, so they deserve our recognition. Rebecca Horniak and Amanda Ryder, who is no longer with us. She moved out of state, so she's no longer with us this year. And then for our 5th through 8th grade in related arts, we have Casey Waters and Laura Morris, and she has also moved school districts. Rachel Bowman, she not here, and Kendra Klein. And then for our 9-12, we have Sarah Heatherly. Sarah, here she is. And I have to tell you funny about these. They were so eager to be here and be recognized that they came last week. But really, it was a mistake on our side. So we appreciate them coming, and we want to, if you don't mind, to give them a round of applause because they work really hard. All right, so I think I have certificates. Do I have certificates for all of you? Yeah. But we also have some district winners. So if I call your name as a district winner, if you don't mind to step forward. And that is Kendra Klein and Katie Ducker.
I think Katie's in Idaho, I believe. Is that right?
Right
Oh,
there
she
she
is. Okay.
is. There
Oh,
you
made it all the way back.
I forgot to call her up earlier. I'm sorry, Katie. I missed you earlier.
They don't want us in the picture. I don't either. Yeah.
All right. We'll give Mr. Thompson a little hard time since he wasn't here to do this, but I'm glad he wasn't, so I get to do it. So if you don't mind to give him another round of applause, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, next we're going to recognize Princess Russell, and you going to handle that? Yes, sir. All right. Ms. Meyer, come on up.
Right in the middle. Here, you want to hold your, this summer, we took our state champions within HOSA, a group of, help me out here, Sarah, eight or nine students, to the National Leadership Convention in Atlanta, where they all competed in their respective competitions. And Princess, while she didn't make the podium, she did exceptionally well in her competition, and she placed 4th. So at a national convention, that is a big deal, and we wanted to make sure that we recognized her accomplishment. And so each year she has improved within her competition, and we are confident that this upcoming year that she's going to win state again and then make the podium at nationals. So we have a certificate.
Congratulations.
Next, I think Mr. White's going to handle some information about AP Scholars.
Good evening, everyone. It's my honor to be here to recognize our AP Scholars from the 2024-2025 school year. Each year, the AP program recognizes high school students who have demonstrated outstanding college-level achievement through their performance on multiple AP exams. AP or advanced placement courses are arguably the most challenging that we offer at Elizabethton High School. Students work through rigorous content and take a culminating college-level AP test in May. They can receive a 1 to a 6 on these exams, where scores of 3 and above are considered passing and college-ready. Colleges generally use these AP scores towards college credit and determine course placement, though they may also consider them for admissions, especially at selective institutions. So last year, Elizabethton High School had 98 students participate in AP courses, where these same students took 132 exams. So those 98 took 132 exams. 86% of those students scored a 3 or higher. So that speaks very highly of our teachers and the job that they do, and the students and how serious they take it. Of these students, 21 whom we will recognize tonight, these students, as I call your name, if you're here in the crowd, I think I see one couple maybe for sure. If you can come up if I call your name, we have a certificate for you. Our first group of our 12 AP Scholars is to qualify for this honor, students must receive scores of 3 or higher on 3 or more AP exams. So those students are Connor Blevins, Sydney Green, Kaylin Krozik, Sarah McCoy, Abigail Say, Jasmine Starnes, Adriana Stepanvikas, Logan Tolley, Lillian Walker, Lauren Watson, Camden Wright, and Owen Yang. If you want to give them a hand. Our second group, we have 7 AP Scholars with honor. So to qualify for this, students must receive a 3.25 on all AP exams taken and scores of 3 or higher on 4 or more AP exams. So these students are Cooper Chenault, Aubrey Cole, Rorik Gearing, Lorenzo Jeter, Elijah Laney, Rachel Perkins, and Dana Treadway. And then our third group, we have 2 AP Scholars with distinction. So to qualify for this, you must receive a 3.5 on all AP exams taken and scores of 3 or higher on 5 or more of these AP exams. So with distinction, we have Grace Arts and Baylor Hopland. If we want to give them a hand. We'd also like to take a moment. We got a phone call this afternoon to Miss Honeycutt. We had 2 students from Elizabethton that got some great news. Cooper Chenault and our previous board liaison, Hudson Smith, notified us this afternoon that they have both been selected as members of the Student Government Association at the University of Tennessee. So it's a very highly competitive position, and so they did a great job. And to have 2 from our school getting to represent us down there is pretty fantastic. We wanted to recognize them tonight as well. And we also want to extend our thanks to the board. The opportunity to be able to provide these students with these tests, we can't do it without you. You guys provide us the opportunity to pay for those kids that want to take them. So I know that is a huge help to them, and it opens up a lot of possibilities to them. So if we want to thank you for that and appreciate everything that you guys do for Cyclone Nation. So.
Thank you. Thank you. This is generally the time we make a kind gesture that if you need to go, this would be a good time for you to maybe step out. If you want to stay, we welcome you. But we do appreciate the fact you're here, and congratulations to all of our students and teachers. Did he really? Wow. Okay, it's now time for the director's update, so I'll turn it over to Mr. Van Huis.
Okay, thank you very much. To start with, Coach Broussard, our swim coach at the high school, she's also heavily involved with the Typhoon Swim Club that the Community Involvement Program sponsors. And so she's going to come at this time and give you a little report on the Typhoon Swim Club and all the activities they've done and their progress over the summer. So, Coach, come on up.
Thank you for allowing me a few moments of your time, really just to brag on the Elizabethton City Schools Community Involvement Program and to inform you of all of that we have going on with that program. I'm going to jump right into it. The leading cause of accidental death in children ages 1 to 4 is drowning. The second leading cause of accidental death in children 5 to 15 is drowning. And our country is the only country in the civilized world not to have a plan to address it. So it's up to communities like ours through programs like the Community Involvement Program to address it ourselves. And I hope that I can prove to you today that we are taking full advantage of your program to be able to do that for our community. 4 years ago, the Elizabethton City Schools Community Involvement Program began conducting our swimming lesson program through the Typhoon Swim Club. We wanted to achieve 2 goals. One, obviously, to teach water safety, and the other to feed our already existing Typhoon Swim Club, the competitive team. Students have the opportunity to progress through our program from tadpole to minnow to guppy and then to lionfish. So it's a 4-level program, and for some reason a lot of families just really want to go through all 4 levels. They don't have to. By the time they get to level 2, by the time they're a minnow, they already can survive in the water, something we're very proud of. But they want to get that level 4 certificate, so they keep on going. During which they learn those competitive strokes in addition to water safety. Our lesson season runs from right after spring break through July. In the last 4 years, we have taught 317 children and a handful of adults to swim. This year, we also began offering private lessons, which have proven popular among adults who don't want to be in the pool with a bunch of other people and children, and families with special needs children. Our lesson program has developed as a reputation as being the swim school to participate in, with students coming from as far away as Avery County, North Carolina. Because the community involvement program exists, we have the freedom to offer programming that is literally saving lives. Upon graduating as a lionfish, students are offered the opportunity to join the Typhoon Swim Club as a member of the Water Spouts group. The Water Spouts are our entry-level group of swimmers who are learning and refining the skills essential to competitive swimming. This season, we added 10 new Typhoon Swim Club members into our Water Spouts group because of our swimming lesson program. Our roster now includes 41 swimmers. That's the most we've had at this point any year previously. Each year, the Elizabethton High School pool accommodates 60 to 70 student swimmers through the combination of our Typhoon Swim Club, our high school swim teams, and our T.A. Duggar junior high school program. In March of this year, we concluded the arduous process of becoming a USA registered swim club. This means that now our Typhoon Swim Club swim team members can compete year-round, potentially up to the national level. There are many, many college scholarship opportunities in the sport of swimming, and the Typhoon Swim Club is a crucial training method for our swimmers to be able to achieve and earn those scholarships. Through the success in fundraising that all of our swimming programs have achieved, we have been able to contribute over $76,000 to facility improvements. We've gotten lockers in the locker rooms, bleachers in the pool area, new starting blocks, a newly resurfaced pool deck, a fresh new coat of paint. If you haven't seen it, it looks much better in there, and now a very nice timing system. I am very proud of the facility improvements that we have been able to achieve in a relatively short period of time. I think we started, our first project was the pool deck. That was 4 years ago, and I think that might be the last time I was here speaking to you guys, so it's nice to be back. Our next project goals are to replace 2 lane line attachments that are currently being held together with PVC pipe and to repair the ventilation system, as proper ventilation in a pool area is crucial to preventing skin, eye, and lung irritation or even injury in our athletes. Because of the improvements we have made, we now have the pride and confidence to very soon begin hosting small USA-sanctioned meets called block party meets, designed to be short, affordable, one-day meets for age group swimmers in our region looking for more opportunities to compete and achieve their goals in our sport. Because swimming is one of the few competitive sports that can be participated in throughout life, we also Masters swimming is currently rapidly growing as we have an increasing number of elderly in our population. So we plan to also begin hosting semi-annual Masters swim meets so that adults aged 18 to 110, and literally we have 100-year-old swimmers out there breaking world records, can compete also and have more opportunities to compete. These meets will serve as fundraisers for both our Typhoon Swim Club and our swimming lesson programs, which will further our ability to very proudly be completely self-funded. 16 of the 24 instructors that we have hired to teach our swimming lessons are or have been members of our high school swim team. For many of them, I am very proud to say that it was their first job. And what a noble, albeit difficult, rewarding job it is. Going forward, we want you to know that we plan on continuing with these essential programs We don't plan on going anywhere. We hope to add even more, and we will maximize the use of our modest 51-year-old pool for as long as it will last. I just want to thank you all for your continued support of this program. On behalf of myself, as well as all of my swimming families. It's really important to them. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Here.
It is a great program. There's some of you that have had children participate in the activities that go on there. So thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Absolutely. All right.
Okay, so quickly, my report. Again, we want to welcome Miss Helen Hackett, our student liaison from Elizabethton High School, for her first meeting. We told her she only had 30 minutes to talk here in a minute. She had to squeeze it into 30 minutes. But no, we're so happy for you to be here, and we're looking forward to your contributions to the board. Just an update on the athletic facility at the high school, just to give you an idea of the progress being made. Asphalt binder and curbing are all down at this point. The final asphalt topper should go on sometime next week. The gym floor has been nailed down as of today, so there's still sanding, painting, and finishing that need to go on there. The weight room flooring is down. The weight equipment will be delivered on Monday, and they'll start installation in that. Maybe a day and a half to get that wrapped up. So just lots of cleaning, finishing up some site work, signage, and things like that. So as we move forward, we'll be looking for a ribbon cutting date, and I'll be getting in touch with you to let you all know some options that we have there. But things are about to wrap up. So we're excited about the opportunity that's going to present for our students. I also want to thank the City of Elizabethton for participating in our work-based learning opportunities for students. One of the things that you approved in the consent agenda was an MOU between us and the city, where they have some opportunities for our students to work in some of the positions and jobs that they have within city government. So we appreciate them partnering with us. You know, that's a win-win for both of us. It gives students an opportunity to explore some of those careers they may be interested in, and it also helps the city with an extra set of hands there. So that's just one example of the many partnerships that we have across the region, quite frankly, of trying to provide opportunities for our students. So thank you very much for that, Mr. Simmerly. One other thing, if you'll notice on the consent agenda, there was an item you approved for Kubota equipment purchases. That will be paid for out of the ISM grant, the CTE grant that the governor provided a few years ago. That equipment will allow our agriculture maintenance students to earn credits there toward even a TCAT certification in that particular program. We're purchasing a front-end loader, side-by-side, and a zero-turn mower. So those three things. So the students will not only will have the opportunity to use those and help us do things around the school system, but then they'll in turn learn how to repair, do maintenance and all those things on those pieces of equipment. So that's going to be a great opportunity for students in that field. And as you know, Mr. Agan does a great job and really provides lots and lots of different opportunities for those students. And that's just one of the many programs that we have that afford those opportunities to students. So I just want to give you an update on that, and again say thank you, and that's it for me.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Van Huss. Board member reports. Don't know that we've had any trainings or anything. Anyone have anything that it's kind of a little bit of a down time? It'll kick back up here as we go to the national conference. Anybody? All right. We'll move on to City Council Liaison Report. Mr. Simmerly, you got anything? Oh, you yield
Now
your
you have
time.
35 minutes. You
Yeah.
have 35 minutes.
All right. So, and again, officially a welcome to Miss Helen Hackett, and we're glad you can be with us, and it is your time to share.
Thank you. I'm really grateful for the opportunity to be here, and so far I've loved working with the school system, and it's helped me appreciate how much work goes into the students. And as a student, you're doing a great job. I love the school. Okay. So today I got the opportunity to be part of a student and community-led assembly that was the first of its type this year, and that went really well. I liked that we had community. We had someone from Chick-fil-A come and talk about things, and we had students showcase their clubs. And that was a really cool thing because students said they enjoyed getting a break from the regular schedule and getting involved. And it's been a great year, kicking off with the parking spots, which finally comes Dr. Mitten, and I think it was a wild success.
Yes, it was.
Did you guys get to see them?
Yes.
Yeah. It was amazing. And we had our fall formal, and we're getting ready for homecoming, and it's just been a really fun year so far.
Thank you. Anything you ever need, you let us know. Thank you. All right, it's time to move on to the regular agenda. First item, approved proposal between Field Turf USA and Elizabethton City Schools to replace artificial turf in Citizens Bank Stadium for an amount not to exceed $650,000 utilizing Omnia Partners Cooperative Purchasing Agreement. Can I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
Okay, I'll take that as a motion. I'll take Dr. Lewis's as a second. All right.
Okay, so you have a copy of that, the proposal there in front of you. Again, we're going to pay for this out of a combination of things. We knew this day would come, and so we've tried to, when we've had an opportunity, put some money back. The bulk of that, if you remember last month, you approved the fund balance and some of those things we had designated, and $600,000 of the dollars needed for this project were already set aside. As you notice, it was somewhere around $648,000. So the remainder of that we'll use from either half-cent sales tax or from undesignated fund balance, one of the two. But again, we knew this day was coming. The original turf is now, this is the 11th season of football we've played on it. And it's truly a community field. It's not just Elizabethton High School football. It's soccer, it's Milligan, it's T.A. Duggar sports that participate there, it's youth league, it's concerts, you name it, all kinds of different things. And if you remember, that's one of the things we talked about the stadium. We wanted to be a community venue, and it's certainly done that. Originally, the warranty was for 7 years, and again, we're in year 11. So it's been an absolutely wonderful product. We've certainly got our money's worth out of it. Again, just all the use and the fact that we've made it through 4 more years on top of that. So we're basically, this proposal is to put back the exact same turf that we put down 11 years ago. Just a few subtle design changes there you can see, just enough that when someone walks in, they're going to say something's different about the field. Biggest thing is there's some additional orange turf around the perimeter of the football field between the sideline and the what they call the media line. We're also going to go with a two-tone turf. It's basically every 5 years. Or every 5 yards. It's gives that effect. You know, when you see people that really know how to mow their yards, you know, they'll have the dark and light stripe. That's essentially what this replicates. So if you approve this this evening, they should be able to do it over Christmas, which means by the soccer season in the spring, it would be completed and ready to go. So again, it's been a tremendous asset to our community in so many different ways. It's been extremely durable, but time is here to consider replacing that. So,
Any questions? We were talking before, it is, I think, probably the most used football, soccer, everything
And I forgot
facility.
band. I
Yeah,
forgot
band
band.
is there. So it's used all the time, and it has held up really well.
Yes, it has.
And it's an awfully nice facility field. All right. No more questions, no more conversation. Item is to approve proposal between Field Turf USA and Elizabethton City Schools to replace artificial turf in Citizens Bank Stadium for an amount not to exceed $650,000 utilizing Omnia Partners Cooperative Purchasing Agreement. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? And there are none. All right. Next item, approved to ratify the creation of 2 full-time assistant positions to fulfill the required services of special education students at Westside and T.A. Duggar. Can I get a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
A motion and a second?
Second.
Second, all right.
As you know, from time to time during the IEP process, development of IEPs for students, sometime the team decides that there's the need for additional assistance for students. And when that happens, we immediately start looking at managing and meeting those requests. So that's why this particular one is a ratification, because we didn't want to wait to provide the student those needed services until the board meeting. So appreciate very much your consideration and approval of this item to meet the needs of students.
Any comments or questions? It's pretty much a yearly thing that
Especially
we
this time of
have.
year.
This
Yep.
time of year, yes. Okay, the items to approve to ratify the creation of 2 full-time assistant positions to fulfill the required services of special education students at Westside and T.A. Duggar. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? And there are none. Motion carries. Next item, approve first reading of Board Policy 5.109, Evaluation, and 6.600, Student Records. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
And a second.
Second.
Okay,
Thank you. So on evaluations, 5.109, this is just some bookkeeping, housekeeping things that we need to clean up. If you notice there on line 7, it refers to the TAP evaluation model, which we haven't used TAP in, embarrassed to say, many years. And so this is just cleaning up some language in this policy to reflect the team evaluation model. On policy 6.600, that may look familiar to you because we passed this back in July. After speaking with Ms. Owen, board attorney, as we continue to navigate artificial intelligence and all of that, how that affects our students, everything from basically anything that you use online, anything you use the internet for. And in part of that process, there's times that you have to share student information. And based on that, we want to make sure that we have language in the policy that allows us to make some of these entities considered school personnel. And so if you notice on the first page, the paragraph in red was in the old policy, and we removed it based on the model policy from TSBA. But again, after consultation with Ms. Owen, she encouraged us to put this back in to clean up the language on that. And those programs, as you can imagine, myself and Mr. Lancaster spent tons and tons of time trying to navigate those uncertain waters and trying to do the best we can to protect our students as well as the system with different data sharing agreements and things like this. So in light of that, we felt like we needed to go back and add this paragraph in.
thank you for your time getting ready. We always appreciate Ms. Owen.
Yes.
All right, the items to approve first reading of board policies 5.109, evaluation, and 6.600, student records. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? And there are none. Last item, approve a joint resolution between the City of Elizabethton and the Elizabethton Board of Education regarding the capital contributions for the 2025 and 2026 budget years for maintenance of effort purposes. Can I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
Okay, I'll take both of those. One is a motion, one is a second. You get those, Miss Cindy? All right. And
Okay, so this is, you've seen the resolution there in your packet. The city council approved this last Thursday at their meeting. Basically, this is essentially a housekeeping item. As you know, based on funding from the state for education, the local fiscal body, they're required to meet what's called maintenance of effort. And basically, it talks about the amount of funding they provide to us from year to year can't drop unless there's certain stipulations that happen there, so it kind of locks in that amount. Anytime that a city government like this provides some additional funding for us for capital improvements, in order to make sure that that doesn't negatively impact their responsibility for maintenance of effort, we need to approve a resolution similar to the one that you have in front of you. So basically, it's just saying the generous contribution that they gave us to help us do all these capital projects was a one-time funding for us for those, and it does not affect maintenance of effort. So we've been doing this. Obviously, they've helped us with projects before, but now we've been told this is something we need to do. So you may see these again in the future when they give us some more money.
Yeah, we hope
kidding.
really soon.
I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. But
All
but
right.
it's just a housekeeping thing, and again, we're very appreciative of their continued support.
Okay. Comments or questions? We do really appreciate, as we've said many times. The items to approve a joint resolution between the City of Elizabethton and the Elizabethton Board of Education regarding the capital contributions for the 2025 and 2026 budget years for maintenance of effort purposes. All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? And there are none. The next regularly scheduled board meeting will be Thursday, October the 16th, here in this boardroom at 5:30. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Thank you all for being here. Y'all have a great evening.
Thank you.
Thank you for the typhoons, too. Thank you.